Hi there. I don't know about you, but there's one thing that pleases me immensely about the new Zambian school curriculum, in the sense that it places emphasis on critical thinking. So, what is critical thoughts? In a nutshell, we can say that it does not encourage us to just accept everything that we have been socialized to learn about. It doesn't encourage us to accept everything that we hear, we see, that whether it's verbal traces, whether it's artifacts, whether it's norms, traditional cultural norms, whether it's traditional cultural practices, as gospel truth. Rather, we are encouraged to question some of the assumptions, those things that pertain to our conditions of life, our way of living, our social relations, our social economic positioning. Anything that is uncovered, it encourages young people to critically look at what is being emphasized and what else is being hidden. For example, my interaction with Zambian rural youths during one of my projects, I learned something that never crossed my mind, despite over 25 years of advocating against gender-based violence, militating against early sex debut, teenage pregnancies, child and early marriages, and HIV contraction amongst young people. I joined the bandwagon in the past, piling all blame on peer pressure, on our traditional cultural practices, while I was complicit, I'm guilty of shielding structural factors, school-related factors. And one important factor of how young people learn about sex at a very young age. The young people that I engaged with pointed at the housing, the dwelling places, that young people actually learn about sex, not from peer. By the time they are getting it from peer, they have already watched their parents' love-making activities. Because of the one-roomed houses where many of our parents, many of our people that are living in deep poverty find themselves in. So when they watch their parents' love-making activities, they also go out and start imitating at a very young age. So this brings us to the question of how our societies, those that govern us, place importance on housing as a human right, as a driver of children learning about sex at a very, very young age, as a driver of unwanted pregnancies, as well as teenage early marriages and HIV contraction among us young people. So until we start critically, start unpacking, asking these uncomfortable questions, and ensuring that duty bearers are held accountable, perhaps even going back to the Kaunda era about those council houses. What happened to that project? A good project. Had that project continued, many of our people that are living in those one-roomed houses, subjecting their young children to watch their sex, would have been breached. What do you think? Let me know.